we answer this. We have already 100 participants, so we shall start right now. Hi everyone, my name is Ella. So first, before we are going to start right now, I want to ask, is it your first time? If it's your first time, please type 1. But if it's your second time or many times before, please type 2 in the chat below. One, okay, Miss Ongkong, okay, thank you. Actually, we have a lot of awesome recipe today. I'm going to make pineapple salmon teriyaki. It's a really simple recipe. I found it in a cookie dough. I'm going to start by introducing a little bit about Thermomix to the newbies here because I can see a lot of fun here. So I'm going to reintroduce myself. I'm Ella. I'm a junior team manager from Alpha Branch. I started off as a customer first. I really love the product and I became an advisor. Today is actually my first time hosting this show without my team manager. So wish me luck. I hope that this show going as smooth as it can. Okay, I hope you all going to enjoy the show. So, first of all, what is important to you when it comes to cooking? Whether you want to save the money, you don't want to spend a lot of money for the takeout from the food panda, or it's easy recipe, or you want to have healthy lifestyle, you want to have diet, or if you have certain medical issue like diabetes, you want to control what you take, or you want to be creative in your dishes. Like if you don't want to serve the same menu every time, or if you want to save time. Especially if you are work from home and you don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen making the dishes, making the meals. So which one? Please type below whether if you want to save money, want to have healthy lifestyle, be creative, time saving. Please comment in the chat. Creative, time saving. Okay, time is really important. What is gone is gone. Money, yes, save money. Okay. And today my team we show you that Thermomix can address all that what is important to you. Okay, so a little bit about Thermomix. Thermomix is actually from Germany. It has won a lot of awards for its technology and design. It's sold over 80 countries, including Malaysia. And it's really good investment because you buy for its technology. It's Germany high quality product, and it has been around since 1960. It starts from just a blender. Then it had heating function, evolved through the years, and right now we have Thermomix TM6, which launched in 2019. We have this Thermomix, the Thermomix is sold every 23 seconds. So actually in Malaysia we start as TM31 since 2000. And I still can see that many users still love the TM31. I will be brief about a little bit about Thermomix. So we're going to start cooking right now. Okay, let's start cooking. So this recipe, pineapple salmon teriyaki, is from Cookie Dough recipe. And I already saved it for my food, and it's still with this Thermomix. Okay, just press the three bar here, and then my video is pointing up. Okay, here I have teriyaki salmon. Just press here and start cooking. Okay, just put pineapple. Press next. Next is ginger. Okay. This measuring cup attached. Press next, and we're going to chop it. Okay, you can hear the sound, right? It's mean that it's done. Okay, what I really love about the Thermomix, it has auto function. So it's really safe. It's suitable for time to use. You can see the proven here. And then, okay. Add water. And violet. Okay, we mix it, and then we will put the stock for 7 minutes. It's done. It's simple, right? Okay, so while waiting for something to be cooked, I'm going to share all the accessories that we comes with Thermomix. So the first one is we have this aroma set. Aroma is for short form for vapor and aroma. It's basically it's steaming set. It comes with the lid, the aroma tray, and then the dish. Okay, this is really big. Its capacity is 3.2 liters. We can put a whole chicken here. So if you want to make multi-layer cooking, you want to cook all the ingredients at the same time, you can put the veggies here, the chicken here, or whatever you want. The next one is simmering basket. Okay, I love the simmering basket because we can steam it. We can use it to steam also. If we have a really low quantity to steam, you can put the ingredients here, and then the water below the mixing bowl, and then we can steam it right away. Also, if we put rice with this simmering basket, the rice we have rice low GI rice. It means that low glycemic index is really good for the diabetes, for the healthy lifestyle, because all the starch from the rice will go down into the water below. You also add a strainer. Yes. If you seen our famous second lemonade, we just put all the lemon, sugar, and water here, and then when you want to strain it, you can use this. Strain all the juice out. The next one is we have butterfly. This butterfly is for when we want to stir the fragile like fish, or you want to whip cream. It's simple. You can just put it here. The next one is we have this spatula. Okay, this spatula is really unique because you can see the hook over here. So when I say that we want to put the rice here, right, and we want to take it out, it's really hot. But you can use the hook over here and then take it out. It's right. And then the ring over here, it has a purpose because when you want to stir your dishes, you can just put through the hole here, and the ring will prevent the spatula from hit the blade. And it doesn't touch the table, the surface, and it doesn't roll over. Doesn't roll over. The spatula is really hygienic because the surface of the spatula will not touch the surface of the table, the countertop. And the next one is splash guard. The splash guard is for high cooking temperature, and it prevent the ingredient from splashing up. This is the measuring cup. Usually the measuring cup we attach to the bowl lid, and you can see there is 150 ml. You can use it to measure, to cut spoon, or and this is the mixing bowl. Okay. The mixing bowl is very high quality stainless steel. Its capacity is 2.2 liter. We can put whole chicken here, and so when we say it's really high quality stainless steel, it doesn't absorb the taste, the odor, the color. And for example, if you make a curry and you want to straight away make lemonade, yeah, you can. The lemonade will not taste like curry. Okay, as you can see, inside is the blade. The blade has two sides, the blunt and the sharp side. So, if you want to use it to wash ice, or you just use the normal mode. But if you want to use it for still like fish, you can use the reverse mode. The technology allows it to move clockwise and anti-clockwise. The blade also has high and low blade, so that the ingredients can
lah. Mana tak boleh nanti nampak mama.
For the next ingredients is just put the parchment paper in a aroma tray and the dish bowl. Okay. As you can see, this is the red light here. It shows that it's hot. The bowl is hot, but the base is not. You can touch it. Yeah. So we put aroma dish here. Dish. This broccoli. Insert the aroma tray. And then it's step by step. Okay, so I'm just using one salmon because I'm here. Okay, it's done. We put the sauce below, and then the veggie, and then the salmon. It's multi-layer. It's really save my time. Okay, if you want to own Thermomix, you have three options for financing option. You have three financing options. You have zero installment, zero interest, and zero interest rate. The original price for Thermomix is 188, but you have right now we have 200 ringgit voucher, so it just 6988. So it's really good opportunity to get the Thermomix right now because our famous posting is back. This one is thermosable. It's worth 360. It's high quality, double layer stainless steel. It will keep our food warm. And it's 2.2 liter in capacity. Really large. Oh, before that, also this basic cookbook we also get when you purchase the Thermomix. It's for free. It's really awesome cookbook because it has a lot of tips and recipes. I really love this cookbook. Okay, so Thermomix does it all. You have 20 functions and counting because every time it has new function, it will the software will update. Like last week, we have software update for the new function for Thermomix. So that's what it's called. It said that over 20 cooking functions and counting. So we can use as a blender, steam, stir, mix, sous vide, slow cook, and we also have pre-clean. So Thermomix can clean by its own self. Boleh bahasa sendirilah. So actually Thermomix is perfect for all. I'm a single, and so with Thermomix I can cook a variety of meat. I have something looking forward every day. It's make my life more enjoyable. And yeah, we can always reduce the ingredient to half. Okay. So for the newly with couple, you don't have to buy a lot of any kitchen appliances. Just buy Thermomix and you have all. So you can cook with your child, with your family, because it's really, really simple to use, easy to use, the Thermomix. And for your parents, as you know, the street is really dangerous, right? It's, with the Thermomix, it's much more safe. Okay, I'm going to pass my cooking show to Diana. You come back.
Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum and good morning. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. If not, just put it in the chat to let me know or anything. Okay, I'm Diana. Oh, good. Okay, thank you, Ezrin. I'm Diana, your Thermomix advisor. So, okay, I hope you guys don't mind. I'm sitting down. This is to show you guys how relaxing cooking can be with Thermomix. So with this Thermomix, you can prepare all your ingredients fast and easy. Fast and easy and fresh every day. Okay, why can we say fresh every day? Because it has a built-in weighing scale. So if whenever you need to prep your ingredients, you can just weigh it, and the weigh is very accurate. It has up to 1 gram accuracy. And then you can make your own ingredients like coffee powder. You can make your own caster sugar, icing sugar, or garlic powder, and that all can be done with Thermomix very easily, very effortlessly. Okay, and also like Ella mentioned just now, our lemonade, our famous lemonade, we just can do it. You just need to cut it in half, the lemons. Don't need to even take out the lemon skin, the lemon seed. No, you just toss it out, toss it in the mixing bowl and blend it for 2 seconds, and then use the simmering basket to strain the juices. And it's very easy. My 3-year-old daughter love it so much. Actually, she has made it 2 or 3 times, the lemonade. Okay, then I'll explain to you guys what cookie dough is. If you guys usually heard, most of the advisors or customer always mention cookie dough, cookie dough. What is cookie dough actually is? It is a recipe platform which can be synced into the Thermomix itself, and also can be accessed by all browsers. When I say all browsers, it means it can be accessed from your laptop, from your phone, from your tablets, your iPads, and all. So what I usually like to do whenever I have spare times, I always browse the recipe from cookie dough using my smartphones while lying on the bed, you know, like scrolling and say, oh, this one looks interesting, and I can save it from my phone. I can save into my collection, or I can even schedule it ahead. Like if I feel like, oh, I think I'm going to cook mee curry for tomorrow, so I can put it in the schedule for tomorrow. And then I say, oh, this one nasi ayam looks good, and I think I can make it for Tuesday. So I can schedule it and I can save it on the Tuesday. Then whenever I go to my Thermomix, I can go to the recipes that I saved, and it will show my calendar here. So it will show me for Monday, I'm going to cook mee curry. For Tuesday, I'm going to cook nasi ayam, for example. Okay, so it's very easy and convenient because it's synced to your Thermomix. And in cookie dough, we have, as of now, we have 72,000 recipes. Not only recipes from Malaysia or Asia, it's recipe from all around the country, all over the world. So even my customers have also tried some recipes from Spain, the recipe that you can't even pronounce it, but you made it for the first time and it succeeds. Okay, because whenever you use the cookie dough, it is like a guided cooking. What you need to do is just follow whatever it stated in the screen, and then you put all the ingredients. How many like if it says garlic, you say it's like 2 cloves of garlic, for example, and then it's very precise. So you don't need like, you know, some of us are not familiar in cooking. Then they don't even know. Like sometimes they people will say, "Alah, campak-campak je, agak-agak je, cukup rasa." For people who don't really know how to cook, they don't know what cukup rasa means, what cukup rasa, how much cukup rasa. And then okay, but cookie dough is a very precise guidance. It will tell you how many grams, how many cloves, how many pieces, and everything that. And then you just click next, 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 and it also provide you also, I'm sorry, already prepared for the how many times, what temperature, and also the speed that you need to use. You just click next, next, and then you just twist this dial right here. Okay, so it's very easy for you to try for new recipes that you don't even know it existed. Okay, the next thing, in built-in function in Thermomix, it has the knead function. You know, the knead, whenever you're making dough or cakes, you know, I'm not a baker myself. I rarely bake during my old days before Thermomix. But I rarely bake, but making bread, never in my whole life I make a bread before, because I know baking and making breads on all this stuff requires much skills. You know, like you need to know to knead, how to knead, how to activate the yeast. You know, if you wrongly done it, your yeast won't active or whatnot. So for me, it's too overwhelmed. I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll just buy this thing. Okay, but with Thermomix, it has precise guidance, like I told you just now. Whenever the recipe like you're making a bread or donuts and all, the Thermomix will guide you. You just need to put the water and the Thermomix will set the temperature to the correct and precise temperature to activate the yeast. Okay, and then one more thing that we don't really like when baking or when baking or making dough and stuff, you know, when dealing with flour and everything, because the dough bits will get stuck to the, you know, the blade or the mixture punya celah-celah and everything. That is the, you know, like in traditional way, baking and all that stuff are already hard enough, and then you need to go through the cleaning process, and you need to, you know, like korek-korek dia, celah-celah blades and all. But with Thermomix, it also have the pre-clean function. Not only the it has a pre-clean function where it cleans itself. It's also have a pre-clean function with the dough mode. Mode, you know, like the pre-clean function, it has for fat, for caramel, and also have for dough specifically. Okay, so you just put in your water, put in water, and then put a few drops of dishwash, and then you just can set the pre-clean mode and just twist the dial to the dough mode, and then just leave it there. Whenever it's done, it will call you, and then you just toss out the water from inside and just rinse the mixing bowl, and then you can clearly see the doughs that are stuck on the between the blades, it's all come off. It's cleaning itself, guys. You just need to rinse it manja-manja under the running water, and then you can put it back here, and it's ready for your next dish. How cool is that? It's very cool, right? Okay, so I'm getting all thirsty from all the talking here. So today I'm going to make strawberry milkshake. Okay, so this one I have already saved it. I can go here, where I saved it. You guys can see. I just click start cooking. Now it is asking me to place 300 grams of strawberries. See, it's automatically show the weighing scale here. Okay, so you just need to press tab for it to turn to 0 gram. And I have my frozen strawberries here. So it's 300 for strawberries. It can be fresh strawberry as well, no problem. But I happen to have frozen ones, so. Okay, 300 strawberries, 300 grams of vanilla ice cream. Okay, this one is my vanilla ice cream. Oh, looks like too bright. Ah, there you go. See, it's melted a little bit because Ella talked too much and my ice cream melted. Okay, this one is my homemade ice cream. I made it myself last 2 days. So I'm just gonna put it. The ice cream recipe also, I took it from Cookie Dough. So we can, whenever, if you make your own ice cream, you can adjust the sugar level, you know. All right. Vanilla ice cream. And then I just click next. Asking me to add 4 cubes of ice. It's optional here. It put as optional here. I'm not gonna put it because my strawberries is are already frozen. So 30 grams of sugar. This is my sugar. Okay. Then next is 373 grams of milk. It's not enough, so I'm gonna add it in more. 370. All right. Okay. And then just click next. Okay. Insert measuring cup into the mixing bowl, and then for 1 minute and blend it at speed 7. Whenever it says speed 7, you don't exactly need to turn it manually to speed 7. You can just twist the dial because it already has the indicator to 7. Okay, you just turn it for speed 7. Okay, I'm going to blend this for 1 minute, and then I'll show you guys the final product after this. Okay, so stay tuned. I'm gonna pass the floor to Nazra. Thank you, guys.
Hey, Assalamualaikum. Can you hear me? Hi, good morning. My name is Nazra, and today I'll be showing you how to make mint chocolate ice cream. The recipe is already on Cookie Dough, so it's very simple. All you have to do is you just research mint chocolate chip ice cream, and then there'll be 2 options. So you can choose whether you want it in gram or ounce in terms of the ingredients. So I've chosen 4 grams because I'm used to it, right? I have actually saved this under my own collections called Ice Cream Collection. So I have a whole lot of ice cream recipes in that collection. So today I'll be showing you how to make mint chocolate ice cream. So let's begin. First thing first, we have to blend 140 grams of sugar. I have actually pre-measured my sugar, but I'm only putting 120 grams because I want it to be less sweet. So that's the great thing about Thermomix. You can just alter the ingredient as you like. Okay. 10 fresh peppermint leaves. So I have peppermint leaves here. Okay, so 10. Then now I'm going to blend it. Okay, blend the mint leaves with sugar. Okay, for about 20 seconds at speed 10. So it's going to be a bit loud. So next is to add 40 grams of whipping cream. Okay, so I just want to show you in 20 seconds. It's so fine, the sugar and mint leaves. There's no trace of leaves at all, so it has been blended so finely. Okay, so now I'm going to add 450 grams of whipping cream. I've already pre-measured it earlier. So it's best to keep your cream cold before you make your ice cream. Okay. I took it out right before my turn just now from the fridge. Now, 230 grams of full cream milk. Okay, I've already pre-measured also. Okay, next is, okay, you can either add 3 grams of creme de menthe, but I don't have it. It's actually alcohol, but I'm replacing it with this 1 tablespoon of peppermint essence. Okay, you can just get it from the baking store. 1 tablespoon. All right. Okay, next is 5 egg yolks. This 5 egg yolks. I've actually kept this in the fridge because I made something pavlova, so I had egg yolks left. But sometimes you're not sure how many egg yolks was this, right? When you make pavlova. So what you can do is 1 egg yolk is equivalent to 18 grams. Okay, so you just remember that, or you can just Google. You can convert egg yolks into grams. So this is 18 grams times by 5 egg yolks. What's that, 90? Is that? Okay. Now insert measuring cup. So now I'm going to cook the cream for 10 minutes at 90 degrees. Okay, speed 2. You don't have to worry about the temperature or the duration because everything is already pre-guided for you. That's the best thing about cookie dough. I'm just going to talk a little bit more about Thermomix, okay? So with Thermomix, the great thing about Thermomix is that you can make ice cream. I don't know if you have ever done ice cream before without Thermomix. I have. I used to have this a small ice cream machine, but it's quite tedious. But with Thermomix, the result will always be, the texture especially will always be perfect. It's so smooth. And all you have to, depending on what type of ice cream, if you want to do fruit ice cream, it only takes you about a minute to do fruit ice cream. All you have to do, like what I always have in my freezer, is this frozen. I always have frozen fruits in my freezer, and whenever my son feels like eating ice cream, all I have to do is just pop this into the Thermomix and blend it. Sometimes people ask whether the fruit icing is actually called sorbet, but it depends. If your ingredient includes banana, the banana will actually give the creamy texture, hence why it is called fruit ice cream. So once in a while, I'll make dragon fruit ice cream. I have mango ice cream or strawberry ice cream. You can also just make sorbet without any cream. That's very quick also. That's the best part about Thermomix, especially during this MCO, you can't go out. And try to not buy ice cream from outside because you don't know what is inside, what is the ingredient included in ice cream, especially preservatives, right? That's why when you go to supermarkets, when you buy those ice cream cups, it will last you for about a year or less than that. That's because they include preservative, and we don't want that, right? Especially for your children. Okay. So next, I'll be talking to you about the temperature temperature with Thermomix. You can cook low temperature and also high temperature with Thermomix. What do I mean by low temperature? Okay, low temperature is the reason why we have low temperature is because you want to retain the ingredients in when you cook with Thermomix, especially your vegetables. Imagine you have purchased expensive organic vegetables at the store, right? You don't want to lose the nutrients because that's the goodness of from the vegetables. So what you do is just you cook in varoma, what do you call it, varoma mode, or you can just steam it on top, and you will still retain the color, you will retain the taste, you will retain the sweetness. If you have just purchased a Thermomix, please try the stir-fried vegetables. Just try the stir-fried vegetables recipe in Cookie Do. You will still feel the vegetable is as fresh as when you just bought it. Compared to when you cook it on the stove, you actually will lose a certain amount of nutrient because of the heat. You can't control the heat on the stove, correct? So with Thermomix, you can just you can control the temperature. Also, you don't inhale cooking fumes. Okay, cooking fume, if you don't know, contains what do you call it? Chemical compounds such as tar, and that can cause you cancer. So that's a big no-no. Try to change your lifestyle. It might be expensive, but it's a worth lifetime investment. I can assure you. And on top of that, we have high temperature cooking with Thermomix 6, TM6. You can control it up to about 160 degrees or 170 degrees. But if you use high temperature cooking, it has to be controlled through the Cookie Do recipes. You cannot control it manually, okay? Because they want to make sure your safety. So recently, a few months back, Cookie Do has just launched this collection called High Temperature Cooking, and it's very suitable for us Asians because inside the collection there's actually crispy anchovies, ikan bilis, ikan bilis goreng yang sangat crispy. And there's also crispy garlic, shallot. You can make kampiong prawns, all included in the high temperature cooking collections. Okay, it's a must-try collection. Now making nasi lemak is so easy because I don't have to fry my ikan bilis anymore. I don't have any oil splattered on my kitchen. Okay, so that's high temperature. Next, we're going to talk about the perfect temperature control. On top of the low temperature, you can also, in between low and high temperature, you can also control the temperature for other types of cooking. So if, for example, if you want to cook your baby food or you want to heat up baby food, right? It's best to make it at 37 degrees because that's our body temperature. And you want to ensure that the milk that you give to your baby is not boiling hot. So at 37 temperature, it's the perfect temperature. You don't have to tunggu the bottle for it to warm up, and sometimes your baby's really cranky, right? So what you have to do is just heat up the water here at 37 degrees, and then there you have it. You can just make the milk and straight away give to your baby, or you can heat up your frozen food at frozen baby food at 37 degrees. Now we have 50 for melting chocolate. If you are familiar with baking or making chocolates before this, manually you have to do double bath method. So double bath method is quite tedious. You have to have a pan at the bottom, and then you have to steam it on a bowl or on a bowl, and then you have to just keep stirring it to make sure that your chocolate melts perfectly, right? But with Thermomix, all you have to do is just turn the knob to 50 degrees and you get the perfect melted chocolate, okay? And at 60 degrees, you can dissolve gelatin. At 70 degrees, you get perfect sauces. And you can brew your coffee at 80 to 90 degrees, depending on what you make. If coffee, it's best at 90 degrees. And imagine if you have already purchased expensive tea or coffee, and then when you brew it or when you cook it with kettle, you make your coffee with kettle goes up straight to 100 degrees. That will mainly takes away the taste and the aroma. Okay, so you don't want that. You want to retain the expensive taste of your coffee and tea. So you have to boil the water at 80 to 90 degrees. And then you can make kaya spread at 90 degrees. I don't know if you have ever thought of making kaya at home, but if you already purchased the moment, please try this kaya. It's really delicious and it's really easy to make. And you can control the amount of sugar depending on how sweet you want it to be. And then 130, you can saute it, and then 160, browning and caramelizing. So this falls under high temperature cooking. You can make, did you know that you can make lollipop at home? So the best thing about Thermomix is that everything is for the entire family. So lollipop, if you buy it from the store, it's going to be super sweet, right? So you can control the sweetness of your lollipop when you make it at home. Okay, next is the next is the perfect texture every time. What does this mean? Because it does not use fire, Thermomix doesn't use fire, it only heats up from the machine, right? You always retain the texture of your food. For example, if you want to make a pumpkin soup, if you leave it on the stove after a while, it will dry up and you always have to constantly add water, or you make soup. When you cook it for a very long time, like here we have slow cook mode, you don't have to add in more water because the texture is just perfect. So you can make kaya, you can make fruit jams, yam dessert, and homemade yogurt. Yes, you can make yogurt with Thermomix. It's really worth it, and I assure you that this is going to be a lifetime investment. Okay, so that's Thermomix. Now we have 1 minute and about 1 minute and a half left for the ice cream. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to pour this ice cream into a tray like this. Okay, make sure the tray is quite shallow because it's easier for cooling. I have 2 trays like this. All you have to do is just you pour this cream onto a shallow tray, and then you put it in the fridge for about 10 to 12 hours or overnight. But don't worry, I already have the ready-made ice cream. I made it before, so I'm going to show you guys later. And then all you have to do after 10 to 15 hours, you have to cut the cream, the frozen cream, into cubes, and then we're going to blend this into in the Thermomix. Okay, before you blend the ice cream, you can also chop your chocolates to have the chocolate chip. Okay, what I always include in my chocolate chip is this and this chocolate chip that you can just purchase it from the supermarket. This is mint chocolate chip. So it gives a more minty flavor. But if you don't have it, it's okay. You can just use any chocolate that you have. And then after you have chopped the ice cream, you add your cream cubes just now and blend it for 10 seconds, okay? And then there you have it. As simple as that, you get your ice cream. Okay, I'll show you later once all my colleagues are done with showing their cooking. I will show my ice cream later that I have made it the night before. Okay, so now I am going to pass. Oh wait, I have a few more seconds left. I'm just going to show you what the cream looks like after 10 minutes of cooking. Okay, I can't pour it too much. Okay, see that? So that is my basically mint ice cream, mint cream. Now I'm gonna freeze it, pour it into this tray first, and I'm going to freeze it. I'm gonna pass you to my colleague Azurine first. Okay?
Okay, hi everyone. Good morning. My name is Azurine, and today I'll be doing a garlic mushroom recipe. It's also from Cookie Dough. So I have saved it in my calendar to cook it for today. So what I did is just I put it in my, you can just access it from my week. And here it is, garlic mushroom. So I'm just going to start, okay? So firstly, it says to place 4 garlic cloves. Here I have put in the garlic cloves, so just put everything in. Then press next. 10 sprigs of parsley, just the leaves. Put it in. And then just insert the measuring cup, meaning the lid, as well as the measuring cup. Next, and just turn the knob to speed 5. Okay. So it says here to spray it down. I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. See? So I put the garlic, the whole clove in, and in just 4 seconds, it has chopped into smaller pieces, and then just scrape it down. Next, insert in butterfly waist. As Dr. Ella has told you before this is the butterfly waist. And to insert it, you have to put it behind the blunt blade of the highest blade. To test it out, when you wiggle it, it won't move so much. So just press next, and then add in 400 grams of butter mushroom. So here I have my butter mushroom. I cut it into a quarter, and then just put everything in. You can see there's a scale there. So just put the 400 grams of mushroom. Okay. So next, 1 chili dry. I would like to skip this because my daughter will be eating it as well. So I won't put any chili. And then 50 grams of extra virgin olive oil. So I can just pour it from the bottle. I don't have to measure it first because there's a scale there. So it saves you a whole lot of washing. So I'm going to put it until 50 grams. All right. Then next, half teaspoon of salt. But for this one, I'm going to use mushroom additive. So that's the best part about Thermomix. You know what goes into your food. So half a teaspoon of this mushroom seasoning. Then next, pinch of ground black pepper. So I'm just going to put in my black pepper in. Okay, and that's it. So then you just set the speed, and for 12 minutes you can just leave it there. So I'm just going to talk a little bit more about Thermomix. Okay, so did you know that you could cook 4 layers of food with Thermomix? It will save you time, it will save you all the hassle. You could cook nasi ayam with it. So you will be cooking the soup in here, and then as well as the nasi in this simmering basket inside. So we'll cook together, and then we will just take up this measuring cup and put in the varoma set on top, where you will be steaming your chicken as well as eggs or veggies. You can have anything you want. And then it will cook 4 types of dishes at the same time for you. Imagine the amount of washing you need to do if you were to cook it manually. You need to wash your rice cooker, you need to wash your pans and pots and steamer. It's so much hassle, right? So cooking with Thermomix is so easy. And then next, there are a few other modes that you can use with Thermomix. When you slide here, there are scale mode, dual mode, turbo mode, pre-clean, and many other more. There are a few empty spaces here. So when it's updating, just like your phone, it will update new modes for you. So here I'm going to talk about kettle mode. So you can actually set the temperature for the kettle mode. let's say you want to brew your coffee. It's best to brew your coffee at about 90 to 95 degrees Celsius because it will retain the acidity, the flavor. So it will give you a very good coffee. And then you could also make your baby food at the right temperature, your baby formula milk, so you don't make your baby's milk too hot or too cold. It will be just the right temperature, like body temperature. You can set it on one. And then there are also slow cook mode. So with slow cook mode, you could make soup tulang easily. You could set it for 2 to 3 hours, or you could also make it to 8 hours. It will cook your soup tulang at a low temperature, but longer. So the flavor will be so flavorful. It will be so much nicer. The longer you cook it, it will be so much better. And then you could make beef stew, braised duck, red bean soup, and so many more. And then next, you could also make your own yogurt. Make your own yogurt, your own cheese. I've never done it before, but my friend who has a TM6 as well made her own yogurt, and she said it's the best yogurt she's ever tasted. Because you could add in the best kind of ingredients you like. There will be no preservatives like the one you bought at the store. The yogurt could last you for maybe months. So imagine the amount of preservative in it. And when you make it your own, you won't have to worry about giving it to your babies or your kids because you know what goes into the ingredients, right? So you can just set up the temperature, set the time, and just leave it. And usually you could do it at night before you go to sleep. And then when you wake up in the morning, your yogurt will be done, and you can have the perfect yogurt for breakfast. And then my favorite mode is the sous vide mode because it will give you the best kind of steak, beef steak or lamb chop you could ever taste. Most expensive restaurants and hotels would use sous vide to prepare their meat. So what sous vide is you will have to cook your meat inside a vacuum sealed bag and fill it up with water. So you could just put your bags inside here, put it in the mixing bowl, fill it with water, or you could also get a blade cover. This one doesn't come with your Thermomix set, but you can ask your advisor where to get it. And then if you use this, you can only put in about 2 to 3 steaks, but when you use the blade cover, you could put in more. And then you just cook your meat for 2 to 3 hours at a low temperature, and your meat will be so juicy, so tender, and all you have to do after that is just pan sear it on the stove for 2 to 3 minutes. And for your information, the sous vide machine itself costs about 2,000 ringgit, just the sous vide machine itself. So Thermomix is, of course, it's more than that, but it can make 20 other modes. You can cook so many other things. So to me, this is the best and better investment for you. And then, so what is the benefit of Thermomix? Why cooking with Thermomix is the best for you? Because firstly, it's quick and easy for working moms, for stay-at-home mom who needs to take care of their kids, their toddlers. Cooking with Thermomix will help you so much. You could just put it in the ingredients, set the time like this, and you could go and maybe play with your kids, and maybe fold your clothes, vacuum the house, and this will cook for you. When it's done, it will tell you, and you just have to pour it in and just follow the instruction. And also, everyone can cook. If you don't know how to cook, when you use Thermomix, you will become a chef. I'm not very good at cooking, and after I got my Thermomix, I have been cooking so many dishes for all over the world. I've made butter chicken, like Indian version of butter chicken, which is so good. I've even had the confidence to give it to my neighbors, to my friends, and they all love it. Also, cooking with Thermomix is healthy. It doesn't cook at a very high temperature. It's a low temperature cooking. So it preserves, like for example, veggies. It will preserve the vitamins, the taste. So your veggies will taste very sweet. Also, it has auto cooking and auto washing, like the pre-clean mode. Let's say you just finished making a dough, a dough for a bread, and all you had to do is just pour in water and put a dash of soap and set it to pre-clean mode. It will clean for you. And then after a few minutes, when it's done, you just have to rinse it or maybe just wash it one time. You don't have to wash it too much because all the dough will come out already. And the best part is it's space saving. I don't even have a rice cooker anymore because I cook my rice with Thermomix every day. And so my counter space is so wide now because there's only Thermomix on top of it. I don't even use a blender, I don't use a steamer. So everything I cook with my Thermomix. And then, of course, say goodbye to cooking fumes and mess. You could cook with wearing a white t-shirt or your baju kurung, baju raya, and your clothes won't smell like sambal belacan all the day because the Thermomix doesn't give up cooking fumes because it cooks at a low temperature, so it doesn't burn the oil, doesn't burn your ingredients. So if you've been dreaming about it, if you've been thinking about it, just get your Thermomix. You're gonna love it. You're gonna wish you had get it sooner. So you will don't worry about not using it. You will use it on a daily basis. We have active WhatsApp group that shares recipes all the time. So when you see that someone making, for example, tom yum pasta, and everyone said it's so good. Of course, when you see it, you feel like trying it, right? So don't worry, you will use it every day. You don't even want to use the stove anymore. And then just share it with your friends. Like I love my Thermomix. I have been getting it for a while, and I've been telling all my friends about it, and everyone just have been eyeing it. So the price is 6,988, but there are three types of payment available. If you pay the full payment, you will get a free cookbook. But you could also pay with full installment, which is by credit card. The longest it will be for 24 months only, and it's only 291 ringgit per month. So it's very affordable. And if you don't have credit card or you don't want to use your credit card for some reason, you could also just pay a deposit of 2,988 and then pay the balance of 4,000 with your debit card. It will just deduct it monthly as low as 222 ringgit per month for 1 year and a half. So it's very affordable. And you will get all the complete package, all these sets here. You don't even have to buy anything else except for the blade cover, which if you don't want to have it yet as well, also it's fine. And then you will also get a support group, a supportive advisor where you can ask anything, you can tell your advisor to teach you anything. I have customers texted me at 12 a.m. asking for recipes and asking what to do, and I still reply if I am not sleeping yet. I'm a late sleeper, so it's fine. I'm okay with replying my customer. So you could also get a free unboxing service, personal advisor, and sometimes you could also join cooking show, watch cooking show every weekend like this one. Or sometimes we also would call in professional chefs to do the cooking show, and you could also join that too. And you will get 2-year warranty. And the best part about buying the Thermomix this month, not only that you will get a 2-year warranty, you will also get an extended 3 months warranty when you buy your Thermomix before 31st of August. So a total of 2 years and 3 months warranty, and your warranty will only start when your Thermomix will be delivered to you. So you actually won't miss much. You actually get a whole lot more. And for our host gift this month, you will get this thermo server, a 2.2 liter thermo server, same size as your mixing bowl, and this costs about 360 ringgit. So what a thermo server is, it will keep your food hot for you for a long time. It's just like a thermos. When you put your water in your thermos, the water will still remain hot for a few hours, right? So that's what the thermo server do. So you could just put your dishes in and serve it like so. And I think it looks good as a server as well, right? And then another one is when you put for our existing customer and for those who purchase the Thermomix this month, if you could refer your friend or family to purchase their Thermomix with any advisor of your choice, you could purchase this whole set of mixing bowl and the simmering basket for only 698 ringgit only. The normal price for all this is 1,532, if I'm not mistaken. So you could only get it for more than half the price. It's only 698 ringgit. You could get your second mixing bowl. I have 3 mixing bowls, so it's so easy. When I finish cooking this, I could just change the mixing bowl and start cooking another dishes. And I could also do my drinks just after cooking this dish. So it's best to have 2 mixing bowls. It's so easy. And then next, if you love your Thermomix so much and you feel like, oh, I could join you, I could make money out of this. So why not join us as an advisor? You could get so much more. I have been winning incentives almost every month because the company is so generous. They set their targets. Just do a possible target, like you sell a few and you could get so many incentive. The company is very generous. And then you could just join us. Just ask your advisor, how can I join? And the best part is when you achieve our target in 90 days, you could win another set of Thermomix for free. Who is going to give you a free Thermomix? So why not just come and join us? Ask your advisor how to do that. You will love it. I just became an advisor in less than a year, and I've been loving it very much. It has changed my life. Okay, so who you feel like you could recommend your Thermomix to? You could recommend it to a friend, you could recommend it to a family, you could also recommend it to a chef that you know. So many chefs knows about Thermomix and they love it. A lot of chefs use it at their restaurant to make sauce, to make like I said before, sous vide meat. And also I have seen Thermomix being used in Master Chefs and all other TV series. So it has been used by professional chefs. You could also recommend it to busy professionals, like mothers who work, who came home late, who husband can help out in making dinner, because it's so easy. You just follow all these steps, press next, 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 and your dishes will be done. And then you could also share it to people who health conscious, who count calories, because in Thermomix, as you can see, it shows you the calories per serving. So here the nutrition, the protein, carb, fat, the calories, it will show you. So you know how much you'll be eating. For those who health conscious, this is very important info, right? So you could also recommend it to cooking enthusiasts, people who love cooking, also people who doesn't know how to cook, who's gonna love cooking so much because it's so easy. I love baking, but before Thermomix, I was cursed. I couldn't bake. Anything I make, it would fail. But ever since I got my Thermomix, I have been making my own bread, my daughter's first birthday cake. I made it with Thermomix. So it's very, very, very the best investment I've made. Also, you could recommend it, yes, with families with children and friends with medical allergies. If your kids have allergies, like egg allergies and all other allergies, you could just go through Cookie-Doo and get the recipe without eggs and without prawns or anything. And you could just cook it here. So if you have a second bowl, you could separate it. One for your kids with allergies and one you could use it daily, right? So get your Thermomix now and get that second bowl. So I'm going to pour in my mushroom in this thermo server. So when I eat it for lunch later, it will be still hot. So before pouring your mushroom, just make sure to take out your butterfly whisk. Just wiggle it a bit and then just take out like so. And then just pour it in. I wish you could smell it. It smells so good. Yeah. So I'm going to pass around after this to show. So there it is. Very simple, very, very delicious. I'm sure it's very delicious. If only you could smell it. So I'm going to pass around my friends to show you their dishes. And lastly, I would like to thank all of you for watching. Thank you for joining us this lovely Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. And happy weekend. Thank you.
Hi, I'm back. This is my pineapple salmon teriyaki. It smells really, really delicious. It smells really good. So I'm going to recap what has been said before. Thermomix is from Germany. He has been around quite a while, since 1960. Has won so many awards for its design, for its technology, and has a lot of patent under it. So you have to get it now, because right now we have 200 ringgit discount voucher. Previously, the Thermomix is 7188. Right now, 6988. You can get it via our financial option. It's zero interest via debit and credit card, or you can get it via full payment. If you get it with full payment, you will get a free cookbook of your choice between 2 cookbooks. Okay, for the hot tea, you can get the thermostable high quality stainless steel. It has 2 double layers in here, so it will keep your food warm. And also we have, this is the first time, the 3-month extended warranty. It was 330. You know how the warranty works. And for our existing customer, if you buy Thermomix and refer to us, you will get this mixing bowl for discount is 50% discount. So that's all from me. Stay safe. Bye. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Okay.
Hi, so these are my milkshakes. I already only poured 2 glasses. It still have some left in the mixing bowl, and it's ready for you to enjoy. Thank you everyone for staying tuned. See you guys next week. Happy weekend.
Okay, hi, this is, sorry, just took it out for the freezer. So this is my mint chocolate ice cream. See, it's so delicious. And the best part is there's no preservative, there's no coloring. If you want to add color, you can, but because I'm giving it to my son, I don't add anything except for everything here is just natural. Okay, so this was the cream that I cooked earlier for 10 minutes. All you have to do is just, as I mentioned just now, let it cool for a bit and then pop it into the freezer. And then once 10 hours or 12 hours is done or overnight, all you have to do is just chop the cream and then put it back into the Thermomix and then blend it together with chopped chocolate for about 10 seconds at speed 10, and then you can just eat it right away. Or if you like it to be more firmer, you can just put it in the freezer for like another 2 to 3 minutes, and that's it. Okay, you can keep your ice cream in the ice cream tub, no worries. And this, I just want to show you, this is my fruit ice cream that I made. This is dragon fruit ice cream with banana. This just took me 1 minute because this is the base is frozen fruit. So in 1 minute, you can give your son or your children, your daughter, a perfect healthy ice cream. So don't wait, get your Thermomix today. And if you're still sitting on the fence, this is the best investment. Thank you everyone for watching us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.